Joining me now is Elizabeth MacDonald, host of the Great Evening Edit here on Fabulous Fox Business, Gerri Willis, Fox correspondent, and Clay Travis, host of Outkick, the show, and Clay and Buck, and co-hosting Fox and Friends Weekends this weekend on Fox News. Clay, you're going to be our economist tonight. I'm getting you.
You get me teed up?
I did your radio show.
Yes, that's right.
I told you everything you need to know, so you can do this, anything you want. Let's just start with this, okay?
Yeah.
I'm saying that this is Emperor Xi, and he's going to be completely inflexible, and we cannot do business with him. He's into the economic, military, social, cultural. He's running everything. The guy who told me this, by the way, I've never mentioned his name, but he and his family have operated in China for many, 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 many years. He knows everybody there, including Xi Jinping. It is hopeless. He is an emperor. He wants China to defeat and crush the United States. What do you think about that?
I think he's going to lose. And I think he's going to lose ultimately because if you don't have free expression in a country, I don't think you can take advantage of the incredible assets and attributes and skills of an entire country. And in fact, I actually think the most fascinating thing about this fight that we're in right now is China's past its peak power. If you look at its population, it's begun to decline. If you look at the trajectory that China has in the generations ahead, because of their one-child China policy, they have actually destroyed themselves from the inside. They've gotten a sugar high off of an initial population surge that has now begun to decline. And it reminds me a bit, and you guys way smarter than me about this, but in the 1980s, we all thought Japan was going to take over the world. And they've been stagnant for 40 years now. I think China's headed for the same thing. In the real short term, though, it's dangerous because they might invade Taiwan as a sign of weakness.
No. And that's what emperors do. Or that's what communist states do. You know, they do foreign takeovers to get rid of it. Now, let's move China for the moment. We have Gordon Chang coming on in a little while, who's another great China expert. By the way, that was very good.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You were great on my radio show earlier. I appreciate you coming on.
Just saying. Liz MacDonald, deal making is in the air in Washington. You heard our Edward Lawrence. He mentioned Taiwan, Israel, the EU. That interested me a lot. Japan, Vietnam. So, you know, if you make a deal or two, will that heal the stock market?
Yes, and the tax cuts, right? They got to move on those tax cuts for sure.
Right.
You know, what we're seeing, you know, Obama had the audacity of hope. This is the audacity of Trump. Trump is detoxing the U.S. off of debt, right? Now he's detoxing the world off of China. And what we're seeing is Vietnam, Thailand, they're moving on AI in manufacturing. We're seeing big companies like Apple, Google, Lululemon, even China's own companies, Shein and BYD, moving their supply chains out, lots of operations, out of China. We're seeing like Vietnam picking up a lot of these supply chains. So when you see Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia, and, you know, Trump is cornering China because he did slap big tariffs on those countries. But now they're going to do deals they're already moving to do artificial intelligence to ramp up. NVIDIA, for example, is in Vietnam. They're moving on blockchain for manufacturing. It's genius stuff.
They can do it just as well or better than China.
Yeah, they can. That's right. So it's ramping up.
And the thing that's so amazing to me, I've talked about the Vietnam story all week. This story goes back so many years. There's so much heartbreak here. There's so much lost blood and treasure. But now it's a communist country that wants to ally with the United States.
That's right.
They were one of the first people, maybe the first person to get hold of Trump and make a deal. And it's an unbelievable story. They don't like China. Right. None of the countries you mentioned like China. China is isolated.
Right. And China's trying to get Australia and other nations to join together. And they're not going to. They're saying no. When you see Tesla and Amazon and the Swiss watchmakers stopping and pausing orders from China, they're in trouble. The yuan is trading at 2007 lows. So that's a big deal.
I want to talk to Gerri about that. It is interesting. Liz is right. Yuan is down 7.32 is where I quoted it. That's pretty. That's very low. They're manipulating their currency. They're trying to offset these tariffs to some extent. It won't work because they got to pay 145%, and their best customer, us, is not going to help them. But the dollar has lost ground. The yuan has lost ground. So the two protagonists have lost ground. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the euro has done well. The yen has done well. They're the big winners. And gold has done well. Those are the real winners in the marketplace. What do you hear? What do you think about all that?
Well, look, I think that you're going to have a flight to safety first and foremost, right? Gold, you've seen what's happened. Treasuries, not so much, right? There's a lot of unloading of treasuries, and that's because of fear of what's going to happen in this whole trade debate imbroglio, and also what happens to the U.S. and their debt. I mean, we are sitting on staggering amounts, $9.25 trillion worth of debt that's being refinanced, turned over this year. It has to be done at a low rate of interest, or we're going to be impoverished. I think that's part of the calculation of Donald Trump right now. And let me tell you, though, if you had told me that inflation was actually going to turn down today, I would have said no way. But then I would have said no way that the markets were going to turn higher. Right, exactly. You know, on Friday afternoon.
This is the best week for stocks in a couple of years.
Yes.
It just
on
so happens.
Friday afternoon, everybody packs it. They, you know, I don't want to hold this through the weekend. I'm getting out.
We're the only people
up.
working on Friday.
Exactly.
We're the only ones. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I mean, we're the only people. This whole building is deserted. I had to find a radio host to sit in the economy chair.
That's right. Everybody bailed on
He
that.
was so good.
How hard is
He
that?
was so
Oh, he's very good.
Yeah.
He's very good. I chose carefully.
He's so good.
But Travis says another part, though. Gerri is definitely right. Deflation has come to producer prices and consumer prices. On the other hand, the Michigan sentiment survey came out.
Yeah.
And if you buy into this, people are scared to death. 1 year inflation expectations are now 6.7%. Even 5 year expectations are 4.4%. I got to believe that has tariffs, which get very bad publicity in the media. What you make of that?
Well, people have been terrified by the way the media has covered this situation. I mean, stock prices are roughly where they were in September, right? And if people didn't feel like they were going to be impoverished in September, if you just pause a little bit and held on to your stocks or bought more on Monday, you've actually done incredibly well. Building on what she said, I think there's two really interesting questions to think about. What's China going to do with their $800 billion in debt? Are they going to make of our debt? Are they going to make any moves there? And then also what happens to the bond market going forward, right? That was what made Trump take his action that sent the prices of stocks skyrocketing. How does that play out next week? I think that's probably the essence of where we're headed next.
Liz, I'm going to give you the last word on this because it's interesting what Travis was saying. Okay, really both bond and stock markets pushed Mr. Trump. But he is the ultimate deal maker. And to come back to the first question I asked you, if these deals develop, I think the game changes. I think the fear-mongering comes to an end.
Right.
The hedge fund guys who were short and trying to scare everybody. What did Ackman say? Was
A nuclear
winter.
Economic winter.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
that's not a
all
good
that
phrase.
kind of nonsense.
Right.
As, of course, he's selling his own book publicly. I mean, a couple of deals can heal this, which gets us back to the guy who talked about the art of the deal.
I mean,
he may know what he's doing.
Yeah, he did
very well.
He redid NAFTA. He redid, he did the Abraham Accords. He's done tax cuts before. The tax cuts are so key to this entire picture. I was talking to Steve Forbes about it too. If he gets at least 2 deals, if he does 15 in the next couple of weeks, the markets will rocket higher. If Trump resets the global table away from China, that is better for the global economy. And if he does it again, the audacity of Trump, it'd be incredible for the world, for the U.S. economy. And I think voters are going to sit up and take notice because you look at the Democrat Party, not to get political, I don't know what their answer is. Right? What is their policy answer to everything that Trump is doing? It's just more attack Trump.
Molotov cocktail.
Right, at Tesla. Right.
Yeah.
Right. I think you're right. I mean, I think this story, this bearishness that's so pervasive right now, I would short the bearishness.
Yeah,
That's the way I would. I really would. I like what you said. Anyway, you guys are fabulous. Gerri Willis, Clay Travis, Liz MacDonald, Clay Travis. Awesome.
Awesome stuff.
I appreciate it.
And remember, you can catch Liz coming up on the evening edit weekdays at 5 p.m. Eastern on Fabulous Fox Business. In other words, right after this show, her great show comes up. And Gerri Willis, you have helped carry us the whole week on this. We
Wonderful.
appreciate it very much.
Pleasure being with you.